My name is Susan Gelber Cannon, as you can see here. Call me Sue. I'm a middle school teacher of English, history, and debate, as well as a Peace Jam class and Model UN. I've taken those experiences and I've tried to boil them down in a way that would help pre-service and in-service teachers in this book, Think, Care, Act, Teaching for a Peaceful Future. And one of the resources that I mention in the book and give a fair amount of play to is A Force More Powerful. The book, I think, for teachers more, but the videos in the 30-minute segments, these are things that I've been able to both show classes at the middle school level, yes, 11, 12, 13, and 14-year-olds, as well as to refer to even in small snippets of conversation in terms of what social activists have to do. It's not that it's a fast process, that social activism is a process that takes time. The Nobel Peace Prize biographer Erwin Abrams was speaking to me about peace education when I asked him, what do I tell people who say that it takes too long to be effective? And he said, we work for the unseen harvest. There are consequences of what we do. And I tell my kids about Gandhi's Salt March. And that's something that's also presented beautifully in a 30-minute segment in the video, A Force More Powerful. It's accessible to kids, and they can see that, and then when you tell them that it's 17 years later, Indian independence was won from the British, it's a real eye-opener that normal people fighting for a basic human right are able to wrest power from the greatest imperialist power on earth. Chilean president, who was the daughter of a man who'd been tortured by Pinochet, Michelle Bachelet. Her story is an outcome of another episode of A Force More Powerful. So whether you're using the resources to inspire yourself, I mean, I watch A Force More Powerful once a year, and it's really something that keeps me jazzed up and keeps me feeling, oh man, I'm in here for the long haul. These folks have been in here for the long haul. You're in it for the long haul. And over the course of your career, you're not necessarily going to see the harvest. You're working for the unseen harvest. And maybe that kid's going to come back as a senior or maybe not. But you're working. And I think A Force More Powerful gives us the stories in a historical form that kids can understand that really give us the tools to teach kids about that. Before you go, I really want to focus on one of the episodes, and that would be the lunch counter sit-ins. I forget the name of the reverend who is featured in that. What's his?
Jim Lawson.
Jim Lawson. I sometimes wish that I could shut the audio down of the overvoice at that point, because I want to hear what Jim Lawson is teaching those students. But this is the story of the lunch counter sit-ins, and the fact that these students were not just, it's an accident, we're here, but these kids were trained over time by Lawson, who had studied with Gandhi. And so you see students who are not older than you, in some cases younger than you, who are taking classes in how to react when somebody spits on them, when someone pours a milkshake on them, when someone pushes them off a lunch counter chair. I was just talking about this with 11 and 12-year-olds last week. So this to me is, in a way, the most powerful of the A Force More Powerful segments. It's one that I often show my kids in the context of teaching an American history course. But it's one that I think can make you feel powerful because this is people in our country, your age, who decided to get dirty and to get hurt for a cause that was bigger than themselves. And look where it's leading us today. We're not there yet, but we're working. So thanks for listening. It's a pleasure to talk to you.